How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Paleo Pod. Today, we are being joined by Paige. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, Paige?
Hi, obviously my name's Paige. I am 22. I am an Australian-based freelance illustrator and animator. Most people know me by my work on Olskey County, which is an upcoming Paleo-Western webcomic. I've done quite a few animatics for it, animations, obviously most of my art's to do with it as well. I've got a thriving little community on Discord, which is lovely. Yeah.
All right.
Why don't you give us a brief introduction of Olskey County? Is that how you say it? I've always said Olskey County.
Uh, a lot of people do. To be honest, I do not mind at all the pronunciations. I personally call it Olskey County. It just fits with my accent a little better, I think. But yeah, Olskey County, obviously the upcoming webcomic, it follows two protagonists by the names of Flynn Cadet and Alexander Mennick. Both are my original characters, and it follows initially the story of Flynn starting her career as a junior detective at her local sheriff's department. And she is mysteriously initially assigned a massive lead investigative role in a local dinosaur trafficking gang known as the Port Micaiah Baines, which is super weird because, she's just started the job. But she proves herself to be a really proficient detective. She's really good at her job, especially since she has got her mount, Samothrace, that huge Argentavis. She can get anywhere really, really quickly. She can scout things, practically undetected. So she turns out to be really good at it, and so good, in fact, that she learns about before anybody else a change in the leadership of the gang, signified by, the old one dying. And sorry, let me just look at my notes really quickly.
All good.
Sorry, I typed out a ton of them. I'm getting a little bit kerfuffled. So,
No worries. We are way worse. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good. And so she reports all of this back to her sheriff. Sheriff basically just says, keep everything under wraps. I don't want any of this getting out. And she is immediately reassigned to a newly identified serial murderer by the name of Alexander Mennick. He has been reported responsible for a bunch of murders and robberies all across the country for the past week or so. And she is basically assigned that in place of her old investigation, which really upsets her. She was doing really well. She was proving herself. But regardless, she's got to get on with it. She's initially told by the sheriff to, keep this one a little bit more low key. She's obviously dealing with someone who's quite dangerous, but she ignores him. And this is where she goes out and goes to find him, which is where we find ourselves in this recent animatic. Yeah, it's basically her stealth mission to find this murderer gone wrong.
That's awesome.
That is so
I
cool.
honestly
That's
can't
cool.
wait for this.
Thank you.
Wow. I didn't know you were making it into a webcomic until the animatic came out.
For sure,
But
it is quite a recent development. Up until now, I wasn't sure if I'd be able to, in terms of just time and motivation. But given how many people have shown interest in it, I really do want to make this into a big project.
that's
I love
awesome.
that, the video we put on YouTube, because that was cool. And what was the inspiration with the lightning and everything and coming across that way?
So I take a lot of my inspiration, fairly obvious, from How to Train Your Dragon, because I use the soundtrack in that video. In fact, I find a lot of the inspiration for the scenes and the storyline itself by listening to the soundtrack obsessively and just imagining scenarios along to it. So the whole flying off into the storm with the lightning was slightly original, I'd like to think. Although upon reconsideration, it's probably a lot taken from that final battle scene from the first How to Train Your Dragon movie. There's probably a lot taken from there. But essentially, I wanted to set it up as, we're introduced to this character with her mount, and Samothrace initially looks, quite powerful, quite dangerous. She's got that really deep growl at the beginning to try to establish, this is quite a dangerous animal. And then that just completely gets overshadowed by this ginormous Quetzalcoatlus that turns out to be trailing them when they thought that they were trailing it. Yeah.
Really enjoyed it. Like, it reminded me of two different things. Like, this is what I really liked about it. There's like a scene in Harry Potter where they're all fighting in the lightning storm, and then there's like, is it? Oh, what's a film called where all the aliens are blue and there's a big red dragon gliding thing, and then there's like a little dragon thing and they try and take it. Avatar.
Yeah.
That's where, like, when you see the giant Quetzal come from above, I was like, "Oh, that's so cool!" It made me think of that straight away. Yeah, I love that.
For sure.
So was like that your initial inspiration, How to Train Your Dragon? Like, did you watch the movie and you're like, I got to do this with an Argentavis and Quetzalcoatlus? Like a similar concept.
Whilst it is a massive inspiration for the story itself and the characters, I take most of the inspiration. I initially took a lot of the inspiration from Sean Keenan's work. What was it called? He's done a huge portfolio essentially of like cowboy dinosaur artwork. He called it Dinosaurs of the Wild West. So when I initially saw that art on Pinterest of all places, I was like, yep, I want this. And I just decided to sort of roll with it. Obviously take a lot of inspiration as well from Red Dead Redemption 2, which I played about a year ago for the first time. Far too late, really. Yeah, a lot of inspiration taken there. And as well so both of the main characters, obviously, they have flying mounts. That is probably where most of the inspiration from How to Train Your Dragon comes in. And as well as the fact that I've just always loved anything that flies. So I love birds. I had an aviation phase where I just played War Thunder constantly. You can only imagine how insufferable I was during that period. And yeah, just everything that flies, I just love. So both my main characters do have flying mounts, which is, yeah.
That is awesome.
Was actually something I wanted to ask about. So you mentioned before about your Discord community, and one thing, because I am in there, one thing that I took note of is that you have a lot of fan-made characters and animals, and I'm really a big fan of like going through some of those and having a lot of fun reading those. So as of now, what is a fan-made? Oh, my mic did something weird there. What is a fan-made creation, whether it be a character or an animal, that you've really enjoyed?
Oh goodness, it's incredibly hard to pick just one. There's a lot of characters in there I really, really love. If I had to think of one in particular, this artist that just goes by Fish in the Discord has this really, really cool. How would you describe them? They're from the swamp district state of Lacavara. And so they're essentially like quite like a redneck sort of Floridian type character, and they've just got a fantastic design. I can't remember what species their mount was. It could have been a Tyrannosaurus. I'm not 100% sure, but the design was just fantastic for the human character themselves. But honestly, I just am in love with pretty much everyone's characters there. It is such an honor that people are creating characters for the world that I've made, putting so much love into them as well. It's just all incredible.
The T-Rex lugging its way through a swamp sounds cool.
I mean, Hill Creek and all that, pretty swampy.
Yeah.
So
Yes. Yeah. So a lot of the states, so they're almost segmented by biomes essentially. So down in it is in the Lakavara is based in the southern hemisphere, sort of off in the Indian Ocean a little bit. So towards the south, you've got, these really frigid alpine areas, and as you get closer towards the north, towards the equator, you're getting into the swamps. You've got a huge desert off to the east. Trying to remember, you've got sort of like a deciduous area down towards the southeast as well, and a huge rainforest that just borders the entire north of the country. And I have made some species of dinosaurs and other Mesozoic creatures canonically sort of native to the states as well, based off of their real life locations. So we've got the Utaranus in the alpine areas, we've got the T-Rexes in the swamps, we've got, I'm trying to think. A lot of them were based off of vibes as well. A lot of them just like, you know what? A Triceratops would go great there. Put it in the forest.
That's great. Oh man. Here, hold on. Isn't there actually a map? I can bring up a map of that, isn't there?
There is, yes. Yeah, I've got the map of the whole country, and it's got a little bit of information about it as well. The population of humans that lives there as well.
Yeah, I found the map.
You found it? Well, that was faster than I did. Wow. But yeah, wow.
Cool.
I still need to finish my human character. I made my dinosaur and was just like, that's good.
You know what? Fair enough. Yeah, I do remember it being a Nanoxaurus, I believe.
Of course, it would always be.
I
love it.
If I was to have a character, it'd be like a cattle rancher, and my mount would be a Carnotaurus.
A Carnotaurus? Really?
Mm-hmm.
You?
Yeah. Huh? Oh yeah, really? Yeah.
I don't know. I think you're lying.
Yeah, no, you're right. I'd just be riding along on an Arthropleura.
There you go.
Chugging along with that thing.
That's a good one.
Dino would have a Oshalalia.
Yeah. I am famously the biggest fan of that.
Yeah, looks like the JP3 Spinosaurus.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, you're
It
gonna
is
learn.
also worth mentioning. Sorry, you go. Oh.
Well, I was gonna say you're gonna learn very quickly that the three of us have feuds with very particular animals.
As I'd expect. I just wanted to mention as well, with the mention of the can someone say it for me?
Arthropleura.
Thank you. With the mention of that one as well, entirely possible in this universe. So it is not just dinosaurs and Mesozoic creatures. The setting essentially dictates that no mass extinctions have taken place in this version of Earth, which ignores just so much logic and science. But unfortunately, when the end result is cowboys riding dinosaurs, it is personally worth it.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely every animal that has ever existed in Earth's history has a canonical sustained population in that version of Earth somewhere. Maybe not particularly in Lakavara, but definitely somewhere on that Earth, from Anomalocaris to modern day horses. Some animals are a lot more prevalent than others, so Mesozoic animals are pretty much the most common ones. But if you showed a cowboy in the back of a Parasaurolophus, a modern day horse, they would have no idea what they're looking at, pretty much.
That's the best way to do it. Like, you get so many different options by having, in universe logic like that. Because someone can canonically have a pet Meganeura that they use to go and collect crops or something.
Exactly.
It's like, instead of helium balloons, it's just people selling Meganeuras and strings.
Yeah.
Like in Shrek with the frog balloon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
giant dragonfly just Oh yeah.
Someone accidentally buys too many of them and they just get carried off. Like, no, 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 no.
Yeah.
Can you imagine just being like just having a regular horse in this universe? Like you show up to town and there's like people on like tyrannosaurs and stegosaurs, and you've just got a horse.
Yeah, and you're the one getting weird looks, by the way.
It's like, dude,
you ride a mammal? Oh.
I just like, I just lent you my iguanodon last week. What are you doing?
Taken out by a tarbo in the desert. Couldn't box its way out of that one.
Instead of packs of coyotes bullying you, it's just packs of coelophysis. Just...
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
That is so cool, though.
Yeah.
I added in, I remember, a little sort of like little canonical thing with Pachyrhinosaurus, where they are really popular as sort of like hired mounts to go through the alpine areas because they're really, really good at traversing snowy areas. But if you ride them past the wild populations, especially if there's two males, they will instantly just start, fighting, like properly fighting. It does not care if you're on its back. It wants that herd, and it will throw you off to have a shot at fighting. So, people that have no idea what they're doing will just routinely get stranded and injured by Pachyrhinosaurus that are just too dumb to realize what they're doing.
Oh, that's so cool. You have an apprentice, like Pachyrhinosaurus mount, who he just hates his job because he's like, last week I got thrown off 3 times. I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
My head went into a different mind. Like you can find like old Western frontier graves where it tells you how they died, and it's just like flung off Pachyrhinosaurus and the head is butt straight into a hole.
Yeah. Eaten alive by Titanoboa.
Oh no.
Or Lakota's worst nightmare is shredded by a Megaraptor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Thank you for not saying nano. I'm very thankful.
Here lies less more, trampled by an arthropleura. How? I don't know.
1,000 legs. 1,000 little legs beating his face.
Man.
I think if I had to die in that universe, it would probably be from a heart attack from witnessing an arthropleura in person.
Yeah.
There are a few things that irk me more than arthropleura. It's just I hate it so much. I'm so sorry to arthropleura fans, but can't do it. Can't do it. Too many legs. Too big.
That's
a friendly little vegetarian just wants to be loved by everyone.
Not by me. No, it will receive nothing but hate and rage.
Just beating it off with a stick. Just no, back up.
Yeah.
I think a gun would do too much. That's a very large exoskeleton.
Who was it? Someone got shot by themselves when they tried shooting an armadillo. You could work that in there. They tried shooting the arthropleura, the round bounced back straight.
Oh no!
Oh god!
100%.
100%. I still, honestly, ever since the head of Arthur, it's not like really the skull, but the head of Arthropleura was found. I can't get over the fact that they held a grazing niche. Yeah, well, that too. But like, you're telling me that's a carboniferous cow? That's what you're doing?
He's going around eating plants all day.
The fact that it might have spent some of its time underwater too.
Pests.
Yeah. Shoot, pests.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, honey, the arthropleuras are back.
No, harvest this year.
Yeah.
The entire grain field just got demolished by a flock of arthropleura.
That'd be so cool and terrifying to see one go.
Oh.
It's the emu wars all over again.
Yeah.
The mention of Arthropleura possibly like going into water also has me asking, Has anyone tried to, in this universe, tame an extinct shark of some kind or any type of large fish? Has that happened yet?
Look, I know several people in the Discord with characters definitely have, Megalodon as their mounts, which is super cool. Love that. As for canon characters, not exactly. So I do plan to have a character that does ride plesiosaurs, specifically Elasmosaurus.
Cool.
And literally as in, so like how there's some people that can hold their breath for minutes at a time, like really, really long time. I essentially have them planned to be sort of like that character, and they just spend most of their time at sea, pretty much on boats or on the coast. That's yeah. But as for large fish, not so certain. It is possible. It is possible. So I essentially set the baseline for intelligence for these animals as toothless level at the very highest. So they're pretty intelligent. They can be pretty intelligent, capable of understanding, the basic words, commands, even humor sometimes. But obviously that doesn't really apply to every single animal in the universe. I imagine a lot of the fish are still just fish. Yeah.
Plodding along, just go bop, bop, bop.
Yeah, I can imagine a guy trying to go out there trying to tame some megalodons with like some sardines and just gets obliterated, just completely eaten whole.
Someone tries it
Like
with
a
the go.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I feel like a terrifying fish to add to the swamps would be Rhizodus. Would be
Rhizodus.
so Rhizodus
my
is
gosh.
like it's like the biggest freshwater fish to ever exist.
I swear,
I think
man.
would
Oh,
Ever
could crawl
since
up on land.
ever since you introduced that to us, it's made like a weekly cameo in the podcast. Residus has.
I gotta love it.
I gotta look at this thing.
Fish.
Here, hold on, I can get you a picture.
It's pretty horrifying.
Please.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
absolutely gigantic.
I
Was
hate
it
Why does it have
Ordovician?
to have teeth? For God's sake.
Oh yeah.
No,
Yeah,
none of that. No.
You're not just safe in the water, you're also not safe on the land as well, because they could
It's a low fin.
yeah.
Oh, no. No,
Hey.
that's not okay.
If anyone here is a part of her Discord community, this is your sign. Canonize Rhizodus right now. Start it. Here
There we
go.
go. I want to see characters flooding in immediately.
I can see like
Oh,
a
if you-
really dumb character try to tame a Dunkleosteus because he thinks it's small enough to try to do that.
I like the idea of like a really old, pale, like pleurodon, which has like harpoons still stuck in it, and it's like 100 odd years old, just swimming around,
Yes.
and that being like a terrifying thing to come across.
That's awesome.
Absolutely. In fact, I recently had a quite a similar idea of just a mosasaur that's, visibly been around for ages and ages, and it's just like a mouthful of hooks, just got tons of scars across its back from where it's been hit by boats. Pretty much exactly like that, but with a mosasaurus, it's just, it sounds really cool.
That is awesome.
Like Brutus.
Brutus.
Yeah, Brutus.
Perfect name.
It's
like-
size of small fishing boats out
It's
of
like-
spite.
There's something out there. That's just Brutus. That's just Brutus. I've tried to catch him for 20 years now. Lost me leg because of it.
This is just reptilian Moby Dick at this
Yeah.
point.
Hey. Meanwhile, Brutus is just rage baiting.
Yeah.
It's like actually intelligent, and it's just fucking with him.
Like bluff charging boats.
Exactly. Yeah.
It does what the Indoraptor does in Fallen Kingdom. It just pretends to be dead, floating at the top of the surface, and when they get too
Yeah.
close to him, snaps at them.
It'd be so much worse at this time period though, because it's like late 1800s at most. So you get too close on like a small dinghy, you're getting capsized. You're just done. You're
Mhm.
out.
It does the thing that the orcas did to that stingray, except to your boat. Just smack it with the tail.
Into the air.
I've seen that one. That's crazy.
You're just on
brutal.
a little canoe, just enjoying your evening, and all of a sudden a mosasaur fluke just flips you out. Ah!
Yeah.
Nah. I imagine river rafting would be a much more dangerous sport in this universe. Especially
Absolutely, yeah.
Spino-infested waters, giant
Yeah.
crocodilians.
You're just very calmly going down some lovely little, slow going river, and you suddenly notice there's just like 5 or 6 baryonyx sort of just trailing you very slowly.
That would be pretty horrifying. I could just imagine at night,
little
like
bit.
with your lantern, you think you're like, well, my buddy told me that there's nothing in these waters, and all of a sudden you just catch like the light reflection just staring at
Yes,
you.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's like 2 little eyes
Yeah.
sitting on the top of the water.
Oh,
Yeah. That also does remind me, the swamp state is infested with Deinosuchus.
oh
Just
no.
absolutely you can't move through it without encountering them. The locals have managed to sort of so there is essentially built into the back, sort of the back patio of most of the houses built on those swamps. There is this essentially like a giant violin string that they can bow to placate the Deinosuchus with a really low frequency sort of thing that travels through the patio and into the waters as well, which is essentially how they survive. But if you don't have that, you're screwed. You're getting eaten. Sorry.
That's cool.
There's just no way around it. You step foot in those waters and you're done, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
And if it's not the Deinosuchus that kill you, it's the locals. They're very aggressive.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a representative of the Southeast, yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. Perfect.
It's about the sun's riding a Quetzal giant murder storm. God, yeah. It's like, what's that in the trees? That's it.
Yeah. Suddenly you're a kebab. Goodbye.
Yeah. That's
No,
really
Cassinda would never. He's very docile. He's essentially just like a big puppy with wings.
Ooh.
And even though he looks very intimidating in the animatic, from his perspective, it's just like, oh my god, new friend in the sky.
Some big friendly big dog syndrome.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
And then Sanathrace has got the worst case of little dog syndrome known to man. She's just heinous, terrible. They're just mean-spirited always.
Man, I wonder, because a lot of the animals that are tamed in this universe they have their own breeds and stuff like that. I remember playing around with that when I was creating my character. I apologize. Can you remind me the name of the Quetzal?
Cassinda.
Cassinda. Is Cassinda a specific breed of Quetzal? Because I know that, like, I know we've thrown logic out the window here, but obviously, like, fitting a person on a flight-capable Quetzal is a bit tricky. So, are there any?
Yes.
That's interesting.
So he is a special breed, not particularly built for riding necessarily. He is slightly bigger than a regular Quetzalcoatlus, but that's just really by chance. The main purpose of his breed is essentially just to be pretty. So very similar to show dogs in real life. Some of these animals are bred for show. They're bred to be, the Quetzalcoatlus in particular, just very, very colorful, very flashy, very docile as well, and easy to train, especially to do tricks and things for the shows that they are bred for. So the breed itself is called the Royal Elise. It is one of the most expensive animals you can actually buy in the universe. They're really, really highly sought after, and they pretty much look like big butterflies. If you've ever seen the back of Cassinda's wings, it is very largely based on butterfly patterns. They've got this, beautiful intricate patterning along their back, usually like the really striking block color on the front of them as well. He's got that quite really nice orange down his neck. He's just dressed to impress pretty much. He's very, very flashy. And the reason that Alexander has him, despite being an outlaw with almost no money, is because the Cassinda was initially stolen. So when Alexander was a kid, he and his brother were a part of the Port Mackay Banes, that really infamous dinosaur trafficking gang. And they'd managed to get this, huge steal on this prized Quetzalcoatl. It's really, really expensive. It was one of the biggest hauls of the whole year, pretty much. And unfortunately, Alexander felt sorry for him when he was boarding him onto the ship to be sold overseas. And so he let him go, and Cassinda pretty much scooped him up and just took him with him. And that's how he ended up with him. He just felt sorry for this animal that had been taken from its home and tied down, and the animal repaid him by essentially getting him out of the gang. But that unfortunately left behind his little brother Riley, who you might have seen from the animatic with the Ultron speech in it. Riley is the one that has the Hatzegopteryx, the albino, and he has been fostering resentment and building up a lot of hate for his brother over all the years that he did not come back for him into that gang. And that's another pretty pivotal point in the story that I do want to make another animatic for.
Interesting.
Wow.
I do remember that
the
animatic.
different ones. Like, I got the picture up of the different Quetzes. I love the Saucy, is it pronounced?
I don't even remember. I don't remember the names of them, to be honest.
Soucie is how it is spelled, apparently.
Saucy, probably Sauchi, to be honest.
I like
Probably.
Sauchi on the yellow neck and the blue beak and the blue in the back. It's cool.
Yes, I do remember that one. Yes.
Yeah. It's the cheapest one as well.
Yes.
Oh man, I really do gotta finish my character. Actually, biology mentioned what he'd be. Dino, what would you be in this universe? I gotta ask.
Come back to me later. I'm gonna think about it.
Okay.
With his favourite being Spinosaurus, I bet he'd be a fisherman with his Spino.
Maybe
It's not
You're out in the
bad.
swamps, you got to worry about the giant crocs, though.
Yeah, I don't want to worry about giant crocs.
Just learns how to play violin just to go fishing.
I don't know.
Man.
Maybe just a farmer.
That's fair.
Solid choice. Classic.
Yeah.
What's the Rogue One quote? A farmer?
A man of your talents. Yeah, it's a peaceful life. I'll have my pet Spinosaurus, and I don't know, what kind of animals are used as like livestock, like in your story?
So the most common canonical one is Camptosaurus, and they do have special breeds for those as well. I did make a post about that so we've got the primarily purposed ones, and it's got it's the post with the section of the cross section of the tail meat, and it's just this huge steak of like really plump, fatty, almost like pork-like meat. So we've got those ones, and then we've also got Camptosaurus for leather and sort of like textiles as well. Struthiomimus as well are usually farmed for their feathers, for filling mattresses, pillows, stuff like that. Some finer weaving, and a lot of hadrosaurs as well are used for meat. But because they are so much bigger, they're a little bit less farmed, just for costs.
I would be a farmer with
Mhm.
Struthiomimus.
Nice.
There we go.
With those guys.
You'd
Their
be a
modern
chicken
cousins are
farmer.
very
Hey, I'll have my Spinosaurus to protect me just in case, you know.
Exactly.
cool. What would you
If
use as like
they get a little
herding?
bit kicky, you just hide under him.
Yeah, exactly. Like protect me. Huh.
Man. With the thing about the Deinosuchus and the way that like the residents interact with them, but with the string on the back of their houses,
Yes.
is there anything else like that where like the presence of the animals has affected the culture of the region?
So in the eastern state, Macton, with the huge desert, there are a native population there called the Somme, and they have a very, very close relationship with Dreadnoughtus in the area. So they have essentially a yearly ritual where they will they spend the whole year essentially saving up fresh water for the Dreadnoughtus when they migrate over towards the coast, and they will offer this fresh water to the Dreadnoughtus as, you know, like a placating offering sort of thing, because the Dreadnoughtus have a really, really crazy status. They're essentially worshipped as gods in that state and by those people. And they have a ton of infrastructure. So they've got these ginormous sort of like sandstone quarries where they put all of their fresh water for the Dreadnoughtus when they come over. Trying to think. That's all there is canonically so far, but there would definitely be other examples of that for sure. Even on smaller scales, if it just comes to things like pest control, like the Arthropleura,
There you go.
for example. Thank you. For example, like there would be, you know, farmers implementing countermeasures for that for their grain fields, or even protect, you know, not hiring, but employing sort of carnivorous species around their farms to protect their livestock, even if they're not domesticated. Just the presence of larger carnivorous species might be able to, you know, fend off some of the smaller ones that do prey on the herds, for example. Yeah, there would be a lot of examples of that for sure.
Imagine you'd have to be pretty careful with that because the native carnivores could smell that and be like, I don't like you being
Oh,
here.
for sure. Maybe every few months they just toss out a couple of their herd to them to keep them a little bit full, so they don't just target them.
Yeah, I can see that.
Sacrifice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, sacrificial Camptosaurus. Sorry, buddy. You're the fattest one. Get out there.
Man,
it's like, sorry,
"I'm the
man."
chosen one.
Sorry, man. We drew names and yours was it. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Or it's like if it's like animal that you use for eggs, it's a bit like Chicken Run. So you haven't given us that many eggs this month. It looks like you're at a sacrifice.
Yeah. Get you more eggs, man. I swear.
Man, and then the to bring us back to Arthropleura again, what would you guys actually get to deal with that? Like realistically speaking.
Well, T-Rex crushing teeth, isn't it?
Just-
Really?
The world's biggest can of Raid. Just
just
I
hair.
don't know, realistically, probably something that could trample them. Probably like a big sauropod, some of the bigger hadrosaurs, maybe like Shantungosaurus. Could even do like a noise deterrent, so some sort of constant vibration or siren of some kind that might deter them. I don't know. What do they use to get rid of centipedes nowadays?
I've just got like
Millipedes?
in my imagination,
So-
I know like people reversing stegosauruses backwards. swinging the Thagomisers. And you just see bits of Arthropleura fly. Or even like an Ankylosaurus using its club to crush them.
Yeah, exactly. Beautiful.
So,
we get some Papa Titans AoE in there. Deal with it.
So I get millipedes and scorpions and stuff in my house. The way that I get rid of them is with a cup. That's all you got to do with the Arthropleura.
Just a really big
just a big cup.
And a really big piece of paper.
Yeah, and some paper, and then just carefully. Oh, it's getting out. Oh, run!
Just see him like
it's taking
bare
my
hug
leg
it.
off. There we go.
Yeah. And just relocate it outside. Gosh, man, imagine
It's already
this universe though. It's
Yeah,
like,
there's 4 more on
it's
your
like-
roof.
honey, there's a millipede inside again, and it's just a giant Arthropleura that's longer than you are tall.
Snacking on your graham crackers.
I love the,
Honey,
the
can you leave
image.
the window open again?
I love the image of like someone in this universe. You know, they're a farmer, and they're like, the Arthropleurus are back. Go to the shed and get the stuff. And you open the shed. You have the comically large Raid can, the comically large piece of paper and cup. And like, all right, what are we trying today?
What's making it worse? The reason why the Arthropleurus just keep coming back. This is an Arthropleura cult in the woods. And they all wear the exoskeleton, and they're just mass breeding these things to send them out.
Some like Pokemon villain, Jesus.
Yeah, Team Rocket's in the woods.
Yeah, I'm gonna take over this planet with Arthropleura so purely. Go my scarabs.
Every now and then there's a protest in the local town, the Arthropleura cult come out. Like, stop hurting our herbivores.
Yeah. Let us eat your fields of wheat. They deserve it.
Yeah, they deserve that, man. This is animal cruelty.
They're hungry. You want them to starve?
It was their
I
home
don't care that
first.
your children
Yeah.
are going hungry.
It's a one episode of like The Simpsons where Homer has the lobster, and it's like, oh, look how cute the lobster is, and his eyes is all like cute and fluffy, but then like Marge's eyes like. Look how cute the Arthropleura is. Can we keep it?
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. You have like one side of it, you got people farming the Arthropleura. Like you can imagine in one area, they're farming Arthropleura because they're the cockroaches of the forests. You know, that's a lobster meat. And because then they've been like overbreeding them, they became invasive species on other parts of the island.
Yeah,
They got
absolutely.
loose.
Yeah. And then people just start like in the same way that I'm pretty sure a lot of the Southeastern Americans have a lot of recipes involving alligator meat because there's just so goddamn many of them. It'd be a similar thing. We've just got a bunch of, a massive culture around just cooking these goddamn bugs.
Alligators are good though. They taste nice.
Yeah. It'll be like,
I have yet to try it. I'm a little bit hesitant. It looks slimy. It looks very slimy.
I had one as a hot dog. They're so good. Alligator meat hot dog. Dude, it was in New Orleans.
I got one as like a little nugget. Where are you getting like alligator hot dogs from?
It's New Orleans. They've got alligators everywhere. They go in their backyard. They catch a new gator.
They're like alligator steaks, but not like alligator hot dogs sound insane.
I got what were like little chicken tenders is all I ate, and I thought they only came in that form. And you're over here telling me about alligator hot dogs?
It's like hot dog as in it has literally been like blended into like a meat paste and then produced.
It's got the bun. You got like the ketchup, the mustard. It's
joking.
The ketchup and the mustard. Ooh.
Oh,
diabolical
I
combinations.
feel like I
Here.
made Paige sick.
Crispy onions on there.
It's
so
good
upset.
though. It's so good. I'd have it again.
I'd do it again, he says.
I'd do it again.
He's got Lakota out here, like running down alligators in his jeep. Like, you're coming back home with me. You're becoming a dog.
Well, it needs to be canon now, Paige. Dinosaurs hot
Yep.
dogs. You need. It needs to be canon.
I'll
now.
start the
no.
business. I'll start. No. I'll move my character down to the swamps. We're starting a business.
There we go.
You try,
It's taken care of.
then you die like on
Changes
this.
mine from
Dies
gonna
on the
have-
second day.
If you do that, I will have Alexander canonically kill your character.
No, I'm making a business.
You don't even have to.
Entrepreneur.
He's like this entrepreneur. He's like, I got an idea, and he goes to the swamps, and on the second day, he gets eaten. Yeah.
It's not even a Dinosuchus, like a Purosaurus or a Baryonyx shows up. It's just like, you look tasty.
And like what's
Yeah.
even like mind-boggling is that he didn't even die from any of those things. He actually died from the pack of compies that just swarmed him for some reason.
I thought it was
venomous
going to be
ones.
from like
Yeah.
some parasite he got from eating gross swamp animal meat.
It was just
trying to make a business, guy.
In a world full of dinosaurs, you died of cholera.
Whilst he was canning the hot dogs, he got a small cut on the can, and that's what finished him off.
yeah, that's it. It's just the tiniest cut, like right on his pinky too, just right on his pinky. And just,
It's over. You've got no antibiotics. It's over.
All right, well, you know what? I'll stay in the cold forest then. Screw y'all.
I'm definitely changing my character from being like a cattle rancher with a Carno to just being the Arthropleura like cult leader.
There we
There
go.
we go.
We've started something today.
it's like and we don't even know it's you. It's just like a mystery. You're like you have your identity concealed and everything. It's
It's got
like,
the
who
Arthropleura head
is-
just like made into a helmet.
like, who is this Arthropleura cult leader? We need to find him.
It's basically just like a cryptid at this point.
Yeah.
I would kill to see in like the background of like one of the comic panels when it starts airing, just like a wanted poster, wanted Arthropleura King.
I will do that. I swear to God, I will.
At night time, I'm just wearing this Arthropleura costume running around, like I'm just putting little baby Arthropleras into people's houses and then running off. Like my job's done here. Everyone gets an Arthropleura. You get an Arthropleura. You get an Arthropleura.
The same way that like builders will sabotage people's houses with termites so that they hire them to like fix their houses. You're doing that shit.
Your second identity is like an exterminator.
Oh no, it'd be a carboniferous construction. That's my business.
Yes, there we go. I'm gonna have like at least like 3 or 4 panels where it's like it's got a really dark background, and you can just like if you really zoom in and bump up the brightness, you've just got your character in the background in the trees, somewhere, just staring. And worse, it's like a fourth wall break. They're staring into the camera, not even at the characters.
He knows. He knows.
I know you're
That's
reading
where he
this.
is.
I know you need an Arthropleura.
It's like
Exactly.
the clown from the Amazing World of Gumball.
Yeah.
It's like he's always looking at you.
Yes.
Just he's always hidden somewhere in
Oh,
the
God.
background.
Mhm. Mhm.
Wild episode, that one. Man. And now this honestly brings up another question. Are there any like active issues with invasive species in like across the country?
So I haven't made any of them canon, but if I were to, it would definitely be the Titanoboa in the rainforest state up in the north, especially because a lot of the local population rely on, goodness, what species did I do for it? They rely on their pterosaurs a lot, as well as the Elasmosaurus for gathering food. So the pterosaurs they can essentially send out as scouts to find, big swarms of fish, and then they will head out on boats with their Elasmosaurus to bring them in with the nets. And if you've got Titanoboa around everywhere, they are, preying on the nests of those pterosaurs and the pterosaurs themselves, and then they're probably also eating the people. They're big enough too, so.
A secondary concern.
Yeah, for sure. Would be a bit of an issue.
Those pterosaurs are worth a lot of money. Those humans, on the other hand.
Exactly. Replaceable. The children are replaceable. Pterosaurs are not, okay?
Damn pterosaurs, they're
1800s
expensive, man. They're expensive.
I'd
Oh,
imagine pterosaurs would be expensive.
well, it's
Imagine,
like
Yeah, for sure.
bird
Yeah.
shows in general are expensive. Like
Mm.
I remember going to a pigeon show where they had like obviously racing pigeons, which were stupidly priced, and then decorative
Mm.
pigeons, which were also stupidly priced. I was like going around this
Yeah.
thing, it's like 10 grand for a pigeon? What are we talking about?
Once you start getting into those the fantail pigeons as well, which they're horribly unethical, that's a whole nother discussion, but the fantail pigeons in particular are just ludicrously expensive. And then you've got the tumbler pigeons as well that can do backflips. I think they're pretty expensive, but honestly, if you see them do a backflip, you can see why. Pretty cool.
It's like justified.
Yeah, exactly. Can your dog do a backflip? I don't think so.
No.
This is where
I know a few that can.
so we have like a pigeon show, but it's for dimorphodons. And you just have dimorphodons doing backflips.
Yeah, there we go.
Man.
Oh, and then you have you probably have really inbred pedigree dimorphodons with heads so big that they cannot fly. Because to be honest, when I look at a dimorphodon now, their head looks too big. It just looks too big to fly. It's like it looks like it's got the whole concept of Bumblebee. Physics don't work, but it does.
No, it doesn't.
It just looks absurd. It looks
They
way
do, don't
way
they?
too big. But oh well, they did it.
Yeah. I
Not
think,
anymore, but they did.
At one point they did it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think like most of their skull is just empty. So like
Yeah.
it's not
No,
as like
good point. Yeah,
yeah. So it's
for
like
sure.
you look at it like a hat skull and like yeah, that thing's big, but like
Yeah.
it's a lot of open air.
Yes,
Well,
absolutely.
aerodynamic though.
Yeah. No. I get why essential or I get why the first assumptions for As Dark As was like, nah, these things can't fly. And then they did the math. It's like,
Absolutely, yeah.
oh boy, they can fly. That's horrifying.
It's like, what do you mean? What do you mean something that's as tall as a giraffe weighs as much as a grizzly bear? It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man. Is there any like technology? No, God, technology differences in this world? Like like in Red Dead Redemption 2, you're further up north, it's all like cowboys, and then as soon as you get like further down, like they have like factories, roads, and stuff like this. Is there any
Yes,
differences
yeah,
like that with this?
absolutely. Yeah, so in fact, based, well, I'd like to say quite loosely, but it's not really loose at all. It's basically the capital of Lacavara is just Saint-Denis. It's also located in the bottom southeast. It's quite built up. It's essentially quite a thriving city, heavily populated, some really decent architecture. One thing that I did mention, I think in one of the initial posts on the Discord, was that the architecture is a little bit more advanced than what it would have been in our 1880s, because they can essentially use sauropods as massive cranes rather than having to use human labor to get up really dangerous ladders and things. And you've also got animals that can tow tons more than even draft horses could as well. So you've just got purely so much more physical strength and capabilities in these animals, and therefore architecture has advanced further than it was in the 1880s.
So basically, like the end of the Wild West and urbanization came on a little bit quicker in your universe than it did in real life. That's cool. I like that. That's awesome.
Absolutely, yeah.
And with the mention of sauropods, I gotta ask, what does that the people who revere the Dreadnoughtus, what do they think of like other large titanosaurs? Like if you pulled in Alamosaurus or Argentinosaurus. What are they? Is there like a clear difference in how they would interact with those versus the Dreadnoughtus?
So canonically, the Dreadnoughtus are the only sauropods in that area, so they would not have seen any others. But if they were, they would treat them quite the same, pretty much.
Interesting.
There'd be
Cool.
there'd be that one guy who's like, that is a fake Dreadnoughtus. Get out of my sight.
You ain't having any of my
Yeah,
fresh
that one
water.
doesn't have little neck sacs. Get it out of here.
See an Alamosaurus and it's like slightly shorter. It's just, where's the rest of you?
Been sure to be a Dreadnoughtus, aren't you?
Man.
And I see like a Diplodocus, and it's basically just like a uncanny valley. It's just
Yeah.
the wrong shape, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, like what's going on here? I don't like it.
Yeah.
Stop it. Get out of here.
It's like it would be like seeing a cow walking on like two legs. It's just like,
Yes, yeah.
what?
Wait till they see
Honey,
the
get inside. Its
Amargasauruses.
shoulders are the same height as its hips.
Oh god. Yeah, the Amargas. How would they
Oh, no.
interact with?
Yeah.
When you say like just stands up on two, like just see Platysaurus come by, like,
No.
what is it? What is that?
And it's got hands.
It's their version of the I can't think of the name of them now. Oh, what's that like monster creature from the States where they turn shape-shifting animals?
Skinwalkers?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
version of Skinwalkers and Platysaurus.
Hey, that's another thing that I think would be really cool as well. With all like the prehistoric animals, the ability to create cryptids in this universe and like folk tales is like that's
Mhm.
you could have so many more like diverse ideas with that.
The
Absolutely. Yeah.
the cryptic story of the creature that looks like a baby T-Rex, but it's actually fully grown.
Saw that nano Tyrannodon attack my wagon. Attack my wagon, I swear it.
Yeah.
Can't escape it. I'm stuck here.
It had a narrow skull.
He's like-
I'm telling you, man.
There's like one guy in the back and he's like holding research papers. It was an Alio! It was an Alio!
But as all scientists were in those days, just shut up, you crazy.
No.
What the
Cat.
sucker? Oh man.
I definitely think there would be a lot of cryptid stories around Maip, for sure.
Mm.
Just purely based off of the Path of Titans version. Oh my god, I love. There we go. See, look.
Yes, no, I loved this.
adore with all my heart the sound design in particular, but the model as well for the Maip in Biprimordial Tyrants is just insane. I love that one so much.
Yeah. Oh man.
The mimes are a bit like barn owls of this universe.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
They just haunt and scream throughout the forest.
There's a banshee out there. I heard it.
I swear the
Yeah.
El Hyena, the El Hyena man is real.
The El
It's like-
Hyena?
Yeah. Because in Path of Titans, they like have hyena giggles and elk bugles in the sound design.
Yeah.
It's like
Yes.
the elk.
Yeah.
It's the elk hyena.
Shout out to
Swear.
Mordekaiser, the sound designer for the Mipe.
Which-
I got to talk with him.
Yeah, perfect,
Nice.
perfect choices. Perfect
Yes.
choices for an animal like that.
Absolutely.
My mic's doing the weird thing again.
I heard that
But yeah,
in my
you
eardrums.
heard it that time?
Yeah, in my
I'm
eardrums.
sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I forgive you. It's all right.
Oh. Thinking of
Man.
like wagons and stuff, you know, it'd be kind of cool having like a bandit outlaw group that would ride like an Atelodontid and use it to like headbutt like wagons over when they're holding them up.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
Like the Badlands, the baddies of the Badlands.
Just on deodons and stuff.
Oh man, you can imagine though, like a treasury like truck just like trailer going down and just headbutts it and knocks it over, and then obviously
Yeah.
You mentioned train robberies in this universe.
Mhm.
Oh,
So someone floated an idea to me quite a while ago now that outlaws will literally get sauropods and lead them onto the tracks so that a train is forced to stop because it won't get off the tracks, and then they just rob the train blind.
that's cool.
That's a good
Yeah.
idea. I mean, if I was a criminal, I'd do that.
yeah. I mean,
Right.
I can't imagine that goes very well if the train doesn't stop.
Well,
So
high risk, high
That's
reward.
true. Yeah.
One scene from The Boys with the boat and the
I mean,
whale.
Unstoppable object versus immovable force.
I don't think anyone wins in that one.
No.
God. I mean, either way, the train stops. So
One way or another.
Eventually, yeah. Once it's done, going over all the pieces of Apatosaurus down the train.
it's a horrible image, but I mean,
I honestly just thinking about the boys of the boat smashing into the sperm whale.
Oh God, yeah.
Jeez.
no.
That one guy that spent ages taming that Apatosaurus, like, no, Albert. Albert's just like spread across the train track.
Oh,
You can similarly get like bird strike on a Quetzalcoatlus if you just run over a smaller pterosaur.
Oh,
these are the gruesome realities we never really thought about.
Cassinda's just coasting along, and then suddenly there's just a Ramphorhynchus turned into pink mist behind him.
like what was that? It's nothing.
Not really.
It just came out of nowhere.
Gonna have to land in the Hudson.
Oh man,
Oh,
that's just. I love it so much.
Oh
you
man.
gotta keep your mouth closed when you're riding a Quetzalcoatlus, man. You don't gotta worry about the bugs going in your mouth.
Yeah.
Freaking, you get taken out by the Ramphorhynchus. Just
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, God, if it
And
hit
you're
you
gone.
in the head, yeah, you're dead.
yeah, that's it. It's over.
Man,
Just imagine
yeah.
like where you keep all your flying creatures as like warning posters. Like, oh, keep an eye out for small flocks.
Yeah,
It's like check the books. Is it Ramphorhynchus migrating season? Make sure you know.
yeah. Check before you fly.
Yeah.
Is there like an FAA for the pterosaur riders? Like, do they have that?
No.
No. Okay, so it's
In the future of this world, I'm sure they would, but there's already a very poor police presence on the ground as is. They're not maintaining anything in the sky.
Right now it's just, hey, you fly. If something bad happens, that's on you. That's
Yeah.
kind of like when they first introduced the cars into cities and stuff like that. Okay, so fun tangent. Did you guys know that back in like the early 1900s, there were two cars in the state of Ohio, and they both crashed into each other.
I heard that one, yeah. It's mad.
The whole state.
so. What happened? Did they come across each other and just panicked? It was like, oh, no.
I don't know the specifics of the crash, but I know they ended up in like a ditch.
Because what's even funnier is that those cars did not move fast back then either.
I believe
The drivers must have been so stubborn.
Yeah. They're just like playing a
yeah.
game of chicken as they're coming up at each other.
that's how you got to do it on those backcountry roads in the UK.
4 miles an hour.
Ah, it's fun that. I love those roads. Like, it's just like a one narrow road, and it's just you and 60 miles an hour of impact speed.
Was it the first speeding ticket was like for 5 miles an hour or something like that?
Man,
Something like that, yeah.
who was
Oh my
doing 5
God.
miles? That is way too fast, man. They're maniacs.
You crazy? Police car chases used to be crazy about that. I'm going to catch it. Police officer just jumps off his car and just runs.
Just starts
after the
running
other car.
out.
So I'm gonna need you to exit the vehicle as he's walking like alongside the
Start.
Sir, I got you going at 6 miles per hour. I'm gonna need you to step out, and they just turn over and slowly roll up a window that doesn't even exist yet. It's like, what the hell is this?
Man, that to go back to like the police enforcement of the county here. I can imagine enrollment is not very popular for the policing because people are out here just riding tyrannosaurs. I'm not stopping anyone that's riding a megatheropod.
Yeah, absolutely. And to combat that, one of the incentives of becoming a law officer of any kind is that they will literally give you like a megatheropod or, saurian of your choosing.
Oh.
Like we will literally give you whatever you want. Just please help us. There are so many people getting robbed. Like there's so many people dying. Please help us.
All right, I'm on
Just
board.
Just thinking about it though, I'd just be like, they may be riding a T-Rex, but a T-Rex is not going to be no match for a Martin Henry as I just rack and roll around into it. It's like that one scene in like Indiana Jones with the guy with the knife and he just pulls out a pistol and shoots it. It's like, the T-Rex is getting closer. Oh no, it's getting more into range.
Yeah, that's a whole other thing. I actually got asked yesterday, "Hey, would a 50 cal kill a T-Rex?" And I'm like, "Yes,
Melt it.
kind of easily. Like just
Yeah,
point,
yeah.
click, boom, gone."
Yes. Yeah. I especially on my my video where the audio that I used from you, Lakota, where it's the T-Rex staring at you. A ton of people pretty much just said, "Yeah, I'm getting the like elephant gun. Problem solved."
Like, yeah, I guess that works.
Yeah.
Knowing
Like,
most people,
I'm not going to pretend that wouldn't work. Like,
knowing most people, they'd miss anyway. Like, oh,
Oh,
all right.
shit.
Probably.
Yeah.
now you just pissed it off.
It's gonna close it.
You know,
Sort of wrapped around it.
I'm sure most people here would have played Carnivore's Dinosaur Hunter
Yes.
before.
Yes.
When like you would try to shoot at the T-Rex and you wouldn't hit the eye and you'd just be completely screwed.
Yeah. Dude, that's
Yeah.
very true. Like
Essentially that.
you're sitting there, you're aiming so carefully, and you just miss by like a centimeter. It hits like the snout and just starts
Yep.
bursting towards you. You're like, yeah, no.
Yeah. I used to technically cheat at that game because I used to play it as a kid a lot. I would get into a spot where the terrain was like sort of janky, and I would wait for the dinosaurs to get stuck, and I would just farm.
That happened to me by accident. I struggled
Mm.
to hunt the T-Rex, and then I fell down one of those crevices, and it was stuck up there, and I was like, I got it, perfect, great.
There we go.
That's the only way I did it. That was like the 20th attempt to try to get the dang thing.
Man, I would be so honest. Back when when I was playing that, I had no idea what I was doing. I just saw, ooh, guns and dinosaurs. Let's do this. And I just ran around for hours, and that was it.
First time playing, it's like you don't know that you have to like open up the map to actually track down your specific dinosaurs. You're just walking around aimlessly.
Yep.
It's like, well, there's a Mosh Chops there. Maybe I can hunt that.
Yeah. God, I used to just absolutely obliterate every Mosh Ops I saw because like I thought it was ugly, and so I just killed it.
Oh no.
Every time I would just like unload my pistol into it for no reason. Just hate.
Just looks at mash chops like you're not worth the oxygen.
We need to get you on Ark and see what happens.
Oh yeah.
Oh God. Look. Or no hate to anyone who plays Ark by any means. I can't do it. I really, really don't like the designs of the dinosaurs in that game. They are so ugly.
I'm with you in that.
I'm sorry, they're so ugly.
I get asked on a pretty regular basis, "Hey, is Ark accurate?" And my blunt answer is absolutely not.
Not even
The only
close.
thing that's
Like not even a little
closest
bit.
actually is gonna be the Carno. Like
Yeah.
the only
Yeah.
thing.
I don't even.
Yeah.
I
And
even.
even then, isn't it like 3 times too big?
Yeah, it's massive.
A little bit, yeah.
I think everything's oversized in that game. No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Most
about,
part, yeah.
I mean,
Uh,
have we seen the Giga collectively? Have we seen how absurd that Giga is?
yeah, I used to have 10 of them
Yeah.
at one point.
Man, the whole reason I have Ark Ascended is because a friend of mine got it when it launched and was like, dude, I found this Giga on a mountain. I was like, if you give me like 3 hours, I can have that tamed. And he gifted me Ark Ascended, and it's just like, you owe me a Giga now. And I was like, okay, I guess I'm doing this.
I don't know. I've tried to play the game. I just can't get into it.
It's a grind.
So many people ask me to play it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't really want to.
When I had to spend time, I used to enjoy playing it.
I thought about
Has all
making
the
a
time.
series on it. I really did. I still might, but I played it a lot throughout like middle school and high school, so I know my way in and out of that game. So I remember when they dropped the Titanosaur. That was so cool. I stayed up till 6 a.m. waiting for that. It's just this giant moving mountain. And because of how Ark's animals spawn in, they spawn in at a distance, and they also spawn in like floating above the ground, and then they drop down. But because of that, whenever the Titanosaur spawns in for you, you're walking down the beach, and suddenly a Titanosaur drops from the sky. It drops
Music in
30
the
stories.
background.
Pull a Wile E. Coyote thing where you have to hold up your sign that just says "uh-oh," and then it just falls onto you.
As you are replaced by a Titanosaurus-shaped hole in the ground.
Suspiciously Titanosaur-shaped hole. I think because we are coming up, we're just over an hour now, so I think I have. This went quick. This felt like a lot quicker than our other episodes. This will be kind of my last thing, or my last question here. Are there any niches throughout this world that are still dominated by mammals, like modern mammals?
In Lacavara, probably not. None canonically, at least. But overseas, so the rest of the world is exactly the same, essentially. It has all the same countries and cities and land masses, and pretty much history has gone exactly the same as well. Probably, I'd say, trying to think. Like, I'm trying to think where places nowadays where mammals vastly outcompete reptiles and birds. So deserts, obviously, you've still got lizards. Arctic zones, you've still got owls and birds, and obviously mammals are still good there. If there had to be, it would be colder zones for sure.
Right. No. Don't put a Eutyrannus there. That's just how you start a problem.
Yeah. That's how you just clear out an entire species in like 4 weeks.
Oh no!
See a woolly rhino just flooring a Eutyrannus.
Yeah.
How pure spite just breaks its femur and then just carries on headbutting it.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
to my knowledge, I don't think there is a large ceratopsid that lives alongside Yeti. So it just sees a woolly rhino. It's like, oh God, what in the world are you?
Tries to turn
We're
around
back
to
to
run
the
away,
uncanny
runs
valley.
Yeah.
turns around, tries to runs away, runs straight to Lasmatherium, like,
Oh Jesus! Yeah.
is it all land?
Tries to run again, runs straight into a mammoth.
Yeah.
Can't escape.
Like Uti's built for the snow, but this thing can move through, thick snow like a bison, pretty much. It does not stand a chance.
Genghis Khan's army used to ride woolly rhinos in this world, which were instead of horses.
George Washington was on a tyrannosaur. Tyrannosaurs.
Canon, both canon immediately.
Thank you.
Oh,
Oh man, this has been great.
the army of Carthage instead of elephants had Paracepherium.
Oh,
That's a good one.
Uh,
man. We just need to go back in time and just change a few animals here or there. It would have been more intimate if imagine Paleoloxodon instead of normal elephants. It's the Sicilian Paleoloxodon.
Yeah, just tiny little thing.
The tiny one.
That's so funny. It's like, I will bring my army of Paleoloxodon, and everybody's all panicking because they're thinking of like the big one, and it's just a bunch of tiny ones show up.
They're not riding them, they're just on leashes.
Yeah.
Or they could just make it far worse. I'm pretty sure, I can't remember who it was, but they used to set fire to pigs and send them off into the enemy army's direction.
Oh,
Yes.
They use those
I
for.
do remember that. Yeah.
Because they have tusks as well, there'd be extra damage as this.
oh my gosh.
Horrific and yeah, horrific, yeah.
Oh,
But tactically
God.
advantage because everyone's morale instantly goes down when some animal screaming on fire is running towards them.
Mm. Mm. Now,
Yeah,
now that I know that
history, man.
everywhere else, now that I know that everywhere else is the same, I might have to make alterations to my lore. Put them in Alaska
Yep.
because I did not know that, but
Mhm.
I can alter that now. But yeah,
And for the same reason, there are, especially given the time period, there are also like canonical like dinosaur riding samurais and pirates.
Pirates. Nice.
you had me at dinosaur samurais.
Could you
Imagine like a
imagine?
Utah raptor decked out in the same armor as a samurai.
That'd be sick.
Oh, that's basically that game. What's coming? Oh my god, you know the one.
Kyoryu.
The samurai dinosaur.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Kyoryu.
Yes.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
also used my voice.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh man.
Making
Alright.
waterproof barrels to put arthropleura in and using lead 6 feet to transport the arthropleura around the world.
He's just gonna build a whole kingdom off of arthropleura. He's literally like, he's standing on two of them as they're just like slowly scuttling around. Just
It's like, oh, who's that Scooby Doo character in Ryan Shark?
yeah.
He's got like a shark in each foot.
Yeah.
It's an
Oh
arthropleura.
my god.
Yeah. He even has like the leash and everything. He's just standing up straight all regally, and you just see him just
Yeah.
It's like going across
Oh,
the
shit.
Sahara bit. There's like dust cloud behind me while the floor is like.
And to see
Oh,
us with the cameo
God.
now, this is gonna be amazing. We've created a monster.
Arthropleura man.
Oh my god.
He's
Oh,
not
man.
he's not like good or evil. He's just kind of chaotic. He's like true neutral chaotic.
I'm just there for insect rights.
Like Kinger.
Literally a Pokemon villain, bro.
Oh,
It's like Kinger from the Amazing Digital Circus. Just like, did you say insect collection?
Yeah. See, I can already see him. Just he like rolls up riding his arthropleuras, and he's like right behind someone. He's, I'm right behind you, aren't I?
The like corny ass dialogue.
Yeah.
just make it even like worse. Like train the arthropleurus to fold themselves into a ball, and a bit like General Grievous's like little bike that he rides in. Because there's no gyrosphere. It's just me spinning around going.
Just completely straight faced, just straight faced the whole time. Just
You basically just invented like the master cycle of this universe.
This is how we get you to draw your least favorite animal.
Oh, man.
That's what this is.
This is propaganda is what it is. It's arthropluera propaganda.
I wonder if like an Arthropluera face helmet, and where the eye stalks are just 2 candles on top for nighttime walking around.
It's gotten too
God.
detailed.
Yeah.
We're making your OC this podcast. That's what this is.
Yeah, and I hope you know that like the Arthropleura is going to be
Government-mandated OC.
Arthropleura is going to be in this thumbnail. I'm already calling it.
Oh, no.
Great. Yeah, you know what? Just paste it over my face. Mike Wazowski me.
Oh, just. Just crop the the Arthropleura when it like raises itself up in I think it's Prehistoric Park. When he goes capture that, just crop that and just have that behind you, just raised up like eyes.
Yeah, there we go.
Like the
Right.
silhouette.
Yeah. Give it a drop shadow, make it look like it's in the room with me. Great. Thumbnail
Who
of
has
my
Photoshop?
nightmare.
Hold on.
Oh,
The question is how do we get Arthropleura into the sky? Like,
Do not let gene editing happen in this universe. You will make him too powerful.
oh God, no.
no, design one of Da Vinci's planes, and
Oh,
like
no.
have like Arthropleura either side on the wings, and I could just drop them into middle
Just
field.
getting
Arthropleura. There we go.
Maybe your story is that you were like a war vet, and like this was your tactic of winning certain battles, just giving people heart attacks from like car-sized centipedes dropping out of the sky.
Yeah, the Arthropleura don't even like attack anyone. It is just the psychological damage that is inflicted upon seeing them fall from the sky.
Yeah.
Worse yet, you strap like Jericho trumpets to them, so it's like.
Yeah, they're just
like-
they're just chill. Once they get onto the battlefield, they literally just start eating the vegetation, but you win anyway.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it'd be perfect. Do you imagine? Like, there was like a civil war at some point, and like I was the genius general at this point before I'd gone Arthropleura crazy, and I was like, or a siege this like entire town. I've got an
Fall
idea.
from grace.
We use Argentavis to drop Arthropleura into their food source
no.
area,
Yeah,
and we'll
yeah,
starve
yeah.
them out in a siege that way. And then
There
before
we
that,
go.
and then gradually over time, I become that crazy warfare that just loves Arthropleura and become Arthropleura man.
Just recreate the Irish potato famine with Arthropleura.
God. We do have people who make fan art for the podcast, so this is probably going to be the subject of a
This
future.
is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I can already see it.
I was,
Oh, mercy.
I was talking to someone who makes like like fossil replicas. I say like that'd be really cool a wall-mounted Arthropleura.
Mm.
And even they don't like Arthropleura. They think it's too creepy.
Man. I mean, I'm in the process of 3D printing some T-Rex arms, and I'm gonna like mount them on my wall like deer antlers. I thought that
Oh
was.
yeah.
What's that look for, Dino?
I don't know why, but when you said that, my mind went to a deer with T-Rex arms on its head. I don't know why.
Not like that. Not
I
like
know.
that. So, you know what?
Just coming
Maybe
at
the
you,
deer-
just coming at you, just like
Maybe.
yeah.
Now that you've said that, maybe.
Okay. I'm glad. Glad I could
Speaking
help.
of wall-mounted or like room decor, I'm gonna go grab something. I will be back in 1 second. Hold on.
Okay, now we all.
I'm
Like,
excited now.
All right, she's not here, so
The
now we have
T-Rex
to.
armor.
Yeah, everyone just.
Now we have to go back to our NPC state.
Yep.
I've been working on this guy for quite a bit.
Ooh.
I can't get him in frame. Hold on.
Ooh.
I've been working on this guy
Oh,
for a
that's
while.
cool.
It's my boy. It's Cassinda. He's gonna be. I've only got one wing partially done, but he is gonna be hanging from. Oh god, it's still wet. It's paper mache.
Oh,
It's gonna be hanging from my roof once he is done.
Oh,
cool.
Yeah,
that's
my
so
contribution.
cool.
that is sick.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Cool and having
God,
like
was that
Airfix
pudding?
models.
Do what now?
For our audio listeners, it is a scale model, paper mache of Cassinder the Quetzal. That's awesome.
That is
I'd
so
buy that,
cool.
honestly.
Thank you.
Put that above me. Yeah, I got room.
And just fall like your shelf.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I forgot about that.
Like right, just fall right on you in the middle of
There's
a.
Yeah.
There's a reason
Podcast.
these are right here. I think actually you can still see the holes where the I haven't covered the other one.
You're gonna need another piece of art there.
I'm working on it. Still got to find another frame. Oh man. All right. Well, because I do believe we've gone over time, but that's okay. We're having fun. Is there anything else you would like to leave us on? Anything? Maybe shout out your socials or.
Yeah, where can we find
For
you?
sure. So, my main account that I use is Instagram, and it is BIRDSQKE. And that is where I post all of my art. That is where I will also be uploading the webcomic when it goes up. I have a YouTube account by the same name where I've posted the animatic that was discussed earlier. And I also have TikTok as well, where I post all of my smaller animations. And of course, we have the Discord if you'd like to join it. The link is in the bio of all of my social media.
And we will have the links to her social media down below. So definitely go and check out Paige's awesome work. So yeah, I reckon that's probably all we have, right? Right, everybody?
Yeah, I didn't even have to ask one of my other questions because it was on the extinction thing, and then you just brought that up, and I was like, oh, okay, we're cool.
Right on. So yeah, we'll go ahead and call it good here. Thank you everybody for listening and or watching. And yeah, we'll see y'all later.
Peace.
See you later.